Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Yes? Okay, awesome. Okay, okay, beautiful. Okay, let's go through charts really quick. We had data today at 9:45 or 10. Why are more charts different now? What's going on here? I'll do it later. Okay, so whatever. Okay, let's go with the charts really quick. Let's start with Apple. Apple, it's been so messy. To be honest, Apple is still holding my support, but because Apple has been bouncing from the same level like for 3 days in a row, my Apple swings are free now. So because I've been buying here at 208, 207.30 and then selling on bounces, so my Apple swing is completely free, so even if it goes to zero, I'm already green. But is it still holding? Is it still looking like a bull flag? When it's gonna play out? I don't know. Um, let's go with Nvidia. Ooh. I honestly would not touch Nvidia unless it goes down and fills this gap. It has a big gap below, so I would like to see Nvidia going down, fill this gap, and then we can play a bounce here. If Nvidia just go and use yesterday high as support, that's crazy bullish, and that will be another entry. You wait for a break, a retest, and you play the upside continuation. But I will prefer to see Nvidia go lower and fill these little these, it's not little, it's kind of like $4 gap. But yeah, that will be what I would like to see on Nvidia. Amazon, kind of weird these candlesticks, but as long as it keeps holding this 224 level, I think it's pretty bullish. A pullback to this level will be amazing. If we can get that, that will be perfect. Uh, but yeah, it's still, as long as it keeps holding 224, I think it's pretty bullish. But it's kind of difficult to find an entry here if cannot pull back to 224, maybe 225. We can also see a little level here, 226.50, maybe a level there. maybe a hold there. Let's see how it looks on smaller time frame. I don't love it. Clear rejection level there from yesterday. So yeah, I will definitely will love to see it pulling back to 224 and then we play a bounce there. Are we gonna have that? I don't know. Google. Ooh, Google pulled back yesterday to the 182 level. So I really like this level. It's 182, 182.50. I think as long as it keeps holding that level, I think it's pretty bullish. Do I like yesterday's candle? Not really. I would have preferred to see like a hammer candle or something like that, not a like a rejection candle, but it still is holding. This was resistance before, like rejection, 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 support, and now it's acting as support. So 182, 182.50. I like it for the next leg up. And the next resistance will be around 187, between 187 and 189. So Google above 182 is pretty bullish. Oklo. Oklo, I really like this chart. So I was looking for Oklo when it was around here, around 52, because it had a really nice wedge here, falling wedge, and it was making a base around these 50, 52 support. I was watching it here and I was watching it here and I didn't like these candlesticks and then I missed this breakout. But now we had um when was this? Monday. We have this very nice breakout on Monday. This resistance now definitely now acting as support. Yesterday we had a pullback. That's why I bought contracts for next week. So I think as long as keep it above 58, this one's very very bullish. And most likely we're gonna see more upside. Maybe it could pull back to 58 and then consolidate around here and then keeps going higher after. Or maybe just gonna consolidate around yesterday's low. So the entry for this one is between 58 and yesterday's low. Oklo, I'm on Oklo already, but that will be my main watch. Yeah. If I see anything else that I like, I'll let you know, guys. Oopsie. I'm not touching Tesla. Why is the VWAP settings change on my chart? I don't use any of this. Okay, so Amazon is pulling back to that 224 level. Let's see if it's gonna hold. So far it's looking pretty weak. Oh, if you're not something that I've been getting asked so much about Apple. Like, if you're not on Apple, just wait for a break and retest at 215 or another pullback to 208, 207. But right now, what it is at 210, 211, that's no trading zone, at least for me. Yeah, that's what happened with my VWAP, yes. SMH alert. What's going on with SMH? Ooh, yeah. 285 pullback will be nice on SMH. Damn, look at Oklo. Look at that candlestick. Beautiful. Okay, guys, 224 Amazon holding so far. Look at that bounce. Hood 101.90. Hood is breaking all-time high. No, it's touching all-time high. Let's see if it's gonna break that. You need a very strong break and retest at all-time high. So we have SPY in the middle of nowhere. We have the Q filling yesterday's gap, and it's pretty weak. Let's see if what I'm really looking for today is Nvidia to fill in the gap down. Look at Robinhood flying. I'm so happy. So happy. So happy for my Robinhood shares and lips. I'm telling you guys, this Robinhood play or like long-term play, it's gonna be like huge. But there's gonna be a time where Robinhood is gonna have like a huge pullback. I don't know when. But yeah, very happy with my Robinhood play. So do we have data today? Let's see. We have one Fed speaking at 10. And then we have another one at 2, but at the time I'll be done. I like this Amazon hold, but I want to see at least one green candle there. Nice Robinhood hold here at all-time high. I'm not gonna play Robinhood, but if you want to play Robinhood, this is your entry with a stop loss at all-time high or the VWAP. IWM. Let's see. IWM's in the middle of nowhere. It's too far from support, IWM. And too far from resistance. But nice VWAP hold. Yes. Morning. Let's go through charts. Meta. I hate Meta. I don't trade Meta. I don't like trading Meta. Meta is so choppy for a $700 stock. Like, I hate trading Meta. Crazy choppy always. I'll be back. Give me 1 second. Okay. Apple is looking okay. Amazon. I like this Amazon hold 224. I would like to see Amazon holding the VWAP. We can do two things. If we're feeling risky, we can enter Amazon here with a stop loss at today's low, or we can wait for the VWAP. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for the VWAP because I don't like how the Q is looking weak. But Amazon, so far, I think it's my main watch right now. Also, Nvidia still looks like it could give us that gap. Let's see what is D-Dog doing. Big seller at Amazon 227. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that, to be honest, guys. You need how many? Like, you need so many. That doesn't matter. Is Bezos still selling Amazon? What you see on tape, it doesn't matter because you can see a seller selling, I don't know, a million stock, a million shares, and then it can disappear. He can change his mind. Yeah, texting. Okay, Q pretty weak. Yeah, that's why I'm not entering any longs with the Q like that. In fact, I'm liking this Nvidia short play, possible short play. But we'll see. Um, okay, so we have the Q filling the gap and is trying to hold, but still SPY and the Q both are pretty weak. I like this Amazon 224 hold, but it's not looking too strong. Um, I like the possibility for Nvidia to fill the gap lower, but it keeps holding. It's fighting this little downtrend on the Q and SPY on the market. Yeah, Amazon 224 key level. I just don't like how the Q, like the Q inspire weak. So I don't want to enter longs when the Q is so weak. ARM. Um, ARM, it's been on a very strong downtrend. So no reason, look at that. I really don't understand why you guys are trying so hard to trade ARM. Look at this. We talked about ARM last week. Look at this. What is bullish about this chart? Nothing. Like literally nothing. Like why would I want to try to go bullish on something that is so ugly? Very clean downtrend. Look at these daily candlesticks. Ugly. If anything, look for puts on ARM. Nothing bullish about ARM. It could, maybe could hold this level here. Maybe. Still, I don't see any reason to try to play bounces on a downtrend chart when the market keeps going higher. This thing is doing nothing but going lower. And look at these ugly daily candlesticks. Very choppy. Just let it be. Wait until it breaks its downtrend, that I will say it will be breaking this resistance level here, 156.50. If it breaks that resistance level, I will say okay, maybe I can see a change of direction here, and I will look for plays to the upside. But until that, look how ugly these candlesticks are. Nothing but red. Very ugly. Make it easy for you. Go with easy charts, not difficult charts. It doesn't matter if it keeps moving, if the chart is choppy. Amazon Amazon. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna regret not entering Amazon here. Mm-mm. I ain't short Nvidia. Well, Nvidia is making it very difficult to go short because it's holding very good. So when you see, when even with the gap below, even with the daily candles looking not too bullish, when you see something that is holding so good with the Q, like you, Nvidia is tech, right? And the Q is going lower. And it's holding so good that it's making it very difficult for me to say, yeah, I'm gonna short Nvidia because the yesterday's daily candle was kind of bearish. It has a big gap below, the Q is going lower. We have three things that are red, that are bearish, but still Nvidia is not giving up. It's really fighting the view up. For that, I'm not like 100%. For me, yeah, I'm not 100% convinced that I want to short Nvidia. Look at Amazon. Anyone on Amazon on that 224 hold? Yeah. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Yes, the market is weak. SPY for me is in the middle of nowhere. I want to see it going to 622 and see how it's going to react there. Yeah, I clearly say I'm not on Amazon, so I don't see what's the problem with that. The problem will be if you're following me blindly. Like, I told you what was the plan before the market opened, and I've been saying 224 level for, I don't know, 10 minutes now. It's your decision to enter. Hood? Same thing that I said before. I'm not trading Hood because I'm deep in lips and shares, but you're just waiting for um break and retest at all-time high. But again, I'll be careful with going long with the market, spine the Q being so bearish. But I don't think Hood follows the market. But it's still not holding all-time high. Hood, it's on a big channel here. Look at this. For 2 days, it's been on a channel. So it needs to break the channel to either side. Or 99, the buy. We can wait for 99. I honestly don't like Hood for a short-term play unless it goes down to the level that I'm looking is 85, 84. That's the level that I'm waiting for Hood. Isn't gonna give me that? I don't know. But I'm okay with that. I have a alert there. If it goes there, that's where I'm gonna go big on a Hood swing play. Look at Nvidia. Amazon is still holding pretty good. Gold shorts. It's kind of difficult to go short on gold when you have the market also going down. The weather here in Miami, it's been so shitty for the past 2 weeks. It's been raining every single day, all day. Tesla is right at resistance. Needs to break and hold 320. Let's see what AMD is doing. Ooh, AMD has a big gap below. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So we have Nvidia and AMD with a gap. Thoughts on Microsoft? Hmm, I don't know, to be honest. Microsoft is a weird it's a weird thing because it keeps making new all-time highs every single day. I honestly don't know what would maybe 500 will be the entry for the next, yeah, pullback long at around 500, but I'm not sure. Thoughts on Apple? I already talked about Apple. Okay, we have the Q going lower. Let's see how it's gonna react to 554, and then I think the main one it will be 553 and then 551. 622, very important level for SPY. Pretty weird morning so far. We have Apple holding, Amazon holding. The Q definitely pretty weak. Let's see if it's gonna hold the 554. We have SPY at 622, which is an important level here. It's been holding that level. 622, 621.50. It's been a important level for the past 1, 2, 3, like 5 days. That's the bottom of the channel. Okay, Amazon lost 224. Yeah, the market is pretty weak. Yeah, that's why I didn't enter Amazon. Like it was looking pretty good, the 224 hold, but I didn't want to go long on anything with the Q being so weak. And looking at that gap on Nvidia, it was it is a little bit concerning to go long with that. So I think looking at this, I think we need to be pretty patient here. I should have taken that Nvidia put play. I was so close to do it. You're not making it any better. You thought I was a stupid why because I'm a woman? You're not making any better. I think it's better to just like stop typing. And I'm not gonna unblock you. Hmm. Nice hold here on SPY. Yes, look at how SPY keeps holding this level. It held yesterday and Friday. No, not yesterday, Monday and Friday. Let's see if it's really gonna hold here. Amazon is still fighting to 24. So if we have the market holding, Amazon is the main one, is the one that I'm gonna trade. Man, you have problems. You definitely have problems. AMD like holding like very, very good. Impressive. That 154 level holding very, very good. Hood is trying, is really trying. Is still not really holding strongly above all-time high. It's amazing what sometimes people say online. A Broadcom, let's see a Broadcom. Broadcom, nice. Yeah, these it filled the gap and it's holding 276. Yeah, I like that. I like that for a bounce play. Broadcom could be another one. 276 hold on Broadcom. Yep. Yeah, 276, 277. Yes. Nvidia VWAP, I am not gonna go long on something that it has a huge gap below. Can it bounce if it holds the VWAP? Yeah, maybe, but I'm not gonna go long on that big gap. Nope. I like Broadcom, I like Amazon, even Apple. Apple is holding very good the 210 level with the VWAP. And I like Spy 622 on the dot. That gap close reversal on Broadcom was money. Yeah. But yeah, but so far, not much happening. I still think Amazon is the best chart right now. And Broadcom. Amazon and Broadcom. Yeah, it's SPY at previous day's low is pretty good also. But I don't know. I don't like how the market is moving. It's kind of slow, weird. Oh, I have yeah, I do have music in the background on my TV. You guys can hear that? You hear everything? Mm, the queue is still looking pretty weak. Yeah, I think we just need to be very patient here. Very patient until we see a clear hold of a important level. Spy tried. Watching 554 on the queue and then 553 and then will be 551 on the queue. It looks like it's just gonna be a red day. Was data bad this morning? Look at Oklo. What is Oklo doing? It's doing nothing. It's just holding. It's doing nothing. What is Oklo doing? Nothing. What is this? It's holding pretty good, but it's doing nothing. It's holding pretty good. The 60 level. Oh, Oklo. That's good. It's looking good. Not doing much, but it's looking good. The thing with my trades is you guys need to see the bigger picture. That's why I use the daily time frame and the 30-minute time frame. And I take time on my contract because I'm not looking for a small move. I'm looking for a bigger move. So the trades that I take, if you guys like it, you guys need to be patient with it. Okay, I like that hold on SPY. I still don't like how the market is moving. Well, it's barely moving. How much time typically? Well, by your question, I can see you're a new trader because trading has no time. I don't know. Also, time depends how the stock move. Like Apple. Apple don't really move much. It takes a lot of time. That's why I bought a month and a half out on my contract. You have stocks like Nvidia that can move $5 in one day, and same thing with Tesla. So it depends on what stock you're trading and what type of move I'm looking for. Amazon looking so good. SPY still holding 622. Apple looks like it wants to go boom boom. Yeah, Apple is looking pretty good. Well, yeah, Broadcom, really nice. Nice bounce. Congrats if you took that one. Really nice. Nice breakout on Hood. Like I said before, I'm not looking to trade Hood here at all-time high because I have a bunch of stocks and leaps, and I'm happy with that. I'm only looking to trade Hood if it goes down to 83. I don't know when it's gonna go there, but that's the level that I'm looking to trade on Hood. Dang it, I missed Amazon. If I see Amazon pulling back to the VWAP or 225, I'm entering. I hope so. It's Apple Day. I want to see Apple breaking that 215 level this month. AMD chart is very interesting because it has a huge gap below, but it's looking like it wants to go. It definitely looks like it wants to break out. Look at these. It kind of looks like a weird flag. If we turn on the pre-market move, it kind of looks like it wants to go. Really nice 154 hold. It could go. I'm not gonna take these because it goes totally against my trading if I go long on something that it has a huge gap below. But it's really holding 154 and it's looking pretty bullish. It definitely looks like it wants to go, but I'm not gonna take that. Robin. Video is still pretty weak. It's reacting the VWAP. Let's go through charts and see if we can find something good. Okay, Google pulled back today. Um, I have an alert around 183. If can go there and holds 182 as support, it will be kind of like uh could be kind of like an Amazon chart. So I would like to see that it pulled back to 183 on Google. I like that. So put your alerts there. We talk about that level also pre-market. Let's see, HIMS doing nothing. It needs to hold 52. Let me see CRM because I was watching CRM yesterday. Why it's yuck. This is an ugly chart. Why CRM it's been so weak? It's been super choppy, very weak. Let's see Crown Strike. Pretty weak too. D-Dog. Ooh, I kind of like D-Dog. I don't love it. Mm, Bull. Ooh, I like Bull. Okay, I like this one. Even though I'm already in a lot of shares and lips and a bunch of stuff on Bull. Um, yeah, Oakley is looking pretty good. Look at this Bull chart. It has a little gap here around 12. It feels that gap. It's holding there. It has a gap above. Needs to break this little downtrend, but I like it. I like this one. I like this one. This could be the next one for the small account challenge. Have you guys been following me on the small account challenge? The past 3 months I'm up or almost 400%. It's here. I'm doing it on a new Roth IRA, almost 400% the past 3 months. Just with SMCI, Apple, and what was the other one that I took there? SMCI, Apple, Merck, just with like 4 swing trades. Microsoft, I also swing traded that one. And when was this? Pins. Yeah, but the past 3 months, I think it was only Microsoft, Apple, Merck, Gold, and SMCI. But the big ones were Apple and SMCI. 400% in 3 months. It's all about being patient with small accounts because small accounts are very, very difficult to grow. Because we gotta be very picky with our trades because one, it's very difficult to grow because you don't have too much money, right? To grow that account. And one bad trade, it can definitely blow up the account. So it's extremely difficult. My starting balance, I think it was $1,000. Mm-mm-mm. Nice Apple move. Yeah, I think for if you wanna do a small account challenge, you need to have another account when you can trade pretty much every single day, and then when you see like a really good chart, then is when you take that trade on the small account. Like you cannot have like I don't think I can do a small account challenge if I only have the small account to trade. Like I've been very active with that account the past this month. Well, the past 2 months. But I'm not looking to trade every single day that account because we don't have A plus setups every single day. The market's been moving very good for swings the past 3 months. We had really nice swing trades, but it's not like that every single day. Yeah, Nvidia's gonna go for if Nvidia loses yesterday's low, it's gonna go for the gap. And I think that's what keeping the Q so weak. Yeah, 213 is definitely a level that if you guys are on the Apple swing, if you are on a big, if you have a big size on the Apple swing, I will definitely take some profits at around 213. This is how I'm managing my Apple swing, right? I got a bunch of calls. I think it was on Wednesday 25th. Let me see when. Mm, where is Apple? Yeah, on the was it? No. On Tuesday 8th. Yeah, on Tuesday 8th. Last week. Last Tuesday. Like a week ago, right? I got a bunch of calls there and then I'm holding all those calls. And then we had like 3 days that Apple dipped down to 208, 207.50, and I saw that it was holding there. So what I did was I will buy weekly contracts, a lot of weekly contracts, and then I will sell on the bounce and then I will take profits, right? So I did that like 2 days. Yeah, I did that on last Wednesday. I also bought on this Monday and I sold yesterday at 211, around 211 and 210.70 or something like that. So what I've been doing is I just buy at the dip and sell high. So my main contracts are completely free now because I made a lot of money on the shorter contracts. What is the entry for Apple now? I don't think there's an entry for Apple now. It's too late for that. You gotta wait either for another pullback to 208 or wait for a break and retest at 215. Okay, let's see if the Q can break the VWAP. Same thing with SPY. Okay. I'm kind of looking for a bull to see where I want to enter, if I want to enter here, or if I want to wait for a pullback to the VWAP. Uh, the small account challenge is on my Discord. Can I check SE? Let's see. Uh, Why do you want to trade these that barely move? Don't move much. I need to break 160. SE needs to break 160. Pretty choppy chart. You view a reaction on SPY and the Q. Look at Nvidia. Is Nvidia gonna go for the gap? The small account challenge on my Discord is free. You just go to my Discord, you don't have to pay for anything. I'm just doing it for fun. Coin? Let's see what coin is doing. Oh yeah, 400. Yeah, definitely. If you can hold. I will say yesterday high. It's where it is right now. It's a little bit above 400. If you can hold yesterday high, it's good. Okay, I'm gonna go for Amazon. I like this pullback to the VWAP. My stop loss is gonna be if today's low act as support, as a rejection level. If it goes down to 224, I'm gonna add more. 225 for next week. That's my contract on Amazon. Yeah, nice win we got on Oklo. We had a beautiful entry yesterday at the low. And for Amazon, I'm gonna look to take some profits around 227. I like this pullback day on Amazon. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm just waiting a little bit for a bull to see if I want to wait for a pullback here to the VWAP. So far, it's holding the pre-market high as support, which is crazy bullish. So, but I'm happy with my Oklo and Apple swing. I like this Amazon hold. So I have Apple, Oklo, and Amazon. I'm good. 25% up on Oklo. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see if Apple Spy can hold the VWAP here. Ooh, that was a perfect entry on Amazon. Nice, nice entry right at the VWAP. Nvidia keeps going lower, but it's fighting this downtrend. SMH, let's see. 285, 284. Yeah, it could be, but so just because it's a level doesn't mean anything, because yes, 285 it's an important level, but you don't have anything that it says that SMH is bullish right now. So you don't have a bullish green candlestick on a bigger time frame. So far it's still bearish. But yeah, just keep, if you like it, just keep watching that 285 level. Yeah, like spot in the queue, ugly, ugly candlestick. Kind of happy that I'm being very patient today and I haven't touched futures. I've been having too much fun swing trading options. Market go boom boom. And I just want to play the Apple gap. Circle looks like it wants to go to 221, 223. Is it too late for hood? Wait for a pullback to the view up or morning high. It could give you a pullback to the morning high. No, the Apple trade was green because I had an amazing entry. You guys can see my entry I posted when I entered on ADR trades. I entered at around 208, like right at the bottom. It was 207.50, I think, when I entered. You guys enter, I think, the next day with a weekly contract. I entered right at the bottom with a month and a half contract. Yeah, ugly price action on the indices. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Why are we moving like that? Do we have anything important tomorrow or Friday? Something on China? Okay, waiting for Trump. Okay, so I have a question. Who's on Amazon? Who's holding Amazon? Okay, you guys have weekly or you guys have for next week or for the end of the month contracts? Next week? Next week? Okay. 725. Okay, next week. Okay, awesome. What type of move are you looking for? You guys looking for a swing trade or a day trade on Amazon? Swing, day trade, hoping for a day. If you're okay, so let's go. I want to go through these because, okay, give me 1 second. Wait. Okay, so Amazon is a perfect example of a swing trade and how I look at trades and how to be patient and look for big move, right? Okay, Amazon. Let's go through the charts here. Gonna take out everything. Wanna go with a clean chart. Okay, nothing. So on the daily, we can see a clear resistance. Support, right? We have that. And then we have here, same thing. Resistance, support. Today, what happened today? We went down and now it's acting as support, right? So what should be most likely the next move for Amazon if it's doing move back down to support, breaks resistance, back down to support, same thing, back down to support, next thing, should keep going unless it breaks that uptrend, right? So if we have this uptrend, there's no reason for us to think that it's not gonna do the same thing unless we break the uptrend and it does something like this. That will be the break of the uptrend. So as long as Amazon keeps making higher highs and keeps using previous resistance as support, most likely it's just gonna keep doing exactly the same thing, right? So that's how you swing trade. So if you enter right at support, that's your stop loss, aka there's no reason for us to not hold this one unless it breaks this resistance. So Amazon, it's been holding this support, I'm sorry, unless it breaks this support. So it's been holding this support for now 1 to 4 days, let's say 3 days, right? 3 days. So it means it's taking at least 3 days to move. So if it's taking 3 days to move, I know that my next big resistance is gonna be this little resistance here. So if I'm looking for the next big move, I'm gonna need more than 3 days on my contract. I will say double the days, right? So what should be my next move? If we're consolidating at support, most likely we're gonna move to the next big resistance, and the next big resistance here we have this one here. So therefore, what happened in the past most likely is gonna keep happening in the future. So my PT is gonna be this one here. So I need to buy time. I need to do nothing because I know what's my stop loss, what's my PT. I know I have a little bit of resistance here, so I'm gonna take some profit here. But my main one is this one. So as long as Amazon keeps holding here, I'm not gonna do anything. Nothing. Doesn't matter if you move inside here. I don't care. As long as not doing this. Right? So I'm holding my contract until either breaks my support or goes here. So what I do is I put alert a little bit under my stop loss. I put alert a little bit under my next big resistance. Let's put something, one here, another one a little bit under this stop here. So I'm gonna take some profit here. I'm gonna take some profit here, and then I'm gonna leave runners and I'm gonna take profit here. And that's how you swing trade. Easy, right? Not watching every like 2 minute candlestick that is red and freaking out and asking every 5 minutes if I can still hold this one. And that's why I don't like looking anything under, I honestly don't like looking anything under 5 minutes, but I only use a 5 minute time frame to look for entries. But my plan is based on the daily and the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, Nvidia is still looking weak. It's been looking weak the entire day. Apple, I talk about Apple already. I already talked about Apple on the big scale. And I already posted what I'm looking on Apple on the big scale on ADR trades. You guys have the explanation on Apple, and I literally said there that there's nothing to do on Apple as long as I keep holding my support. And Apple is a slow mover. That's why I bought over a month out contracts. You guys need to be patient. Just look for to enter at support. You have your stop loss right under support, and that's it. You have October expiration, so you're good. As long as you understand the trade, you're good. If you enter the trade and you understand it, you're good. Can Nvidia just go lower already and fill the gap? Or it's gonna take like 2 weeks to fill the gap? Everything is on ADR trades on the Apple section. You guys have it there. CrowdStrike. Why do you want to swing trade CrowdStrike when it's on a downtrend? What a mess is this SPY and the Q today. Again, why do you want to swing trade crown strike when it's on a downtrend? Why do you guys enter coin when coin never held previous day high? You guys need to be patient. Wait for, I told you, wait for a break and retest of previous day high. You enter early. Oklo. Oh, that's my one of my PTs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. That was perfection. Yeah, I'm gonna start taking some profit here. Oklo. What a beauty. 30% up. It's right at my 64, 60, it's almost 64 level of resistance. Um, Look at that. I'm taking some profit here. Yeah, look at that. We have a lot of resistance here around 64. That was a beautiful 3-hour play on the daily chart. And we got a perfect entry yesterday on the dip. That was perfection. Oklo, next one, it will be waiting for a break and retest at 64. That was beautiful. Look at that, perfect reaction at 64. That's my level. $64 on the dot. That was perfect. Okay, Tesla. Is Tesla. If Tesla can really hold that level, that's your entry. You guys that love trading Tesla. Yep, that's your level. Needs to hold here. Yesterday high. You want to see it holding yesterday high. 'Beautiful day, even though it's weird, but a nice day for the swing trades. Yeah, and I also like my entry on Amazon. But beautiful day with Oklo. That was perfect. Whoa. Whoa. What was that? What is that? What an ugly day. Oh, okay. It was Trump. Okay. When this type of move happens, we need to like wait until the market digest the news. See, because we're pretty much at where we were before the news. Two, mm, SPY is still holding 622. It's been holding 622 all morning. Oh, Trump want to fire uh Powell. I thought that would be bullish for the market, but I don't like that. That reminds me of my home country. Like when the president wanna have full power over everything. That is not bueno. In fact, that is really, really bad for your future democracy. That's bad. But uh, that's just trade. Okay, so we have Nvidia trying to hold yesterday's low. So below yesterday's low, we had the big gap till this Monday low. Let's see. Yeah, till Monday low. So if we see a break and retest reacting yesterday's low, we could play the gap or we could see the gap playing out. I don't think I'm gonna play that, but we could see Nvidia going lower and fill the gap. Yeah, I'll definitely stay away from trading SPY and DQ or ES and NQ. It's been crazy choppy. Next support that I see on SPY is 621. Here we have a lot of levels on SPY. We have 621, 620, and then 618. Like we are on a very choppy zone on SPY and the Q. Are you adding more Apple? No. Oklo didn't care about the news. Just bag. It's just ride back up. ADR, stay in your lane. Okay, you stay in your lane. You're blocked. Who do you think you are? Lane blocked. Oracle? Oh, let's see Oracle. I haven't checked that chart in a while. Ooh, nice 230 hold yesterday. That's the level that I like. A little bit choppy, but I think as long as it keeps holding 230, it's bullish. Oracle. Amazon? Yeah, it's like if you see anything right now that's support, everything's gonna depend on if SPY and QQQ hold. So if you like where Amazon is, you like that 224 hold, go for it. SPY's really putting on a fight here. Keeps holding 622, but it's crazy choppy. Apple kind of looked like a head and shoulder. And yesterday's candle and today's daily candle are ugly. I think it kind of looks like it wants to go back to 208. USO, I haven't checked that one in a while. I don't like that chart. I want to go through like small caps. Give me small caps. Okay, let's go with bull. Ooh, we got the pullback on bull. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with bull. I like this one. Let's see what contracts I wanna get here. Do I wanna get next week or 2 weeks out? I'm gonna go with next week. Oh, they're pretty cheap. 2.5 or 12. 12.5. The 12.5 for next week. Why are they so cheap? Yep, I got those ones. Okay. Mm. I think I'm pretty much done for today. We can go through charts if you guys want me to, but I'm happy with my Amazon, Apple, Bull. I'm all out from Oklo. That was a beautiful trade. Pretty easy too. Let's go through small caps because I think that's where the big opportunities are right now. Okay, we had a bull. By the way, the AI swing trade, the AI like um leaps are doing pretty good. And I have my eye on this AI play also. A little swing here. It's also posted on ADR trades. Nike. I have Nike alerts, so Nike needs to fill this gap. It has a huge gap, so just place an alert at the gap fill, and then after it fills the gap, look if you can hold that as support, and then that will be your entry. That's what I'm looking on Nike. Go with Uber. Uber has a little gap below, so again, I'm gonna put a alert there. If he holds that gap, we could look for a bounce, even though I don't really love this chart. Honestly, I was waiting for Uber to hold 94, but it never did. Let's go with PayPal. Nope, I don't like this chart. Filled with CRM. Trying to hold here. I want to see, like, I'm eyeing CRM, but I want to see like a bullish candlestick, daily candlestick holding 257, 258. So CRM, it's on the watch, but first I need at least one daily candle that is holding, that is green. At least one daily candle that is green and is holding strongly 257, 258. Apple is looking like a ugly head and shoulder. CRWD, Crown Strike. No, this looks pretty weak and it kind of looks like a bear flag here. In fact, I like it if it goes down to 455. That could be a good entry. Let's go with coin. I will wait for coin to either pull back to 383 or wait for a break and retest of yesterday high. So it's just kind of holding there, but it needs to break with a strong bullish candlestick, pull back, retest that, and then you enter there, or at least break that level with a strong bullish candlestick, not with a wiki candlestick. Circle, let's see. Circle is gonna go to two, like I said before, 222, 226. That's the level to watch now on Circle. Yeah, that's your next big resistance level. So you either wait for a break and retest here to play the upside continuation, or you can even play a reaction there. It depends how that work out. But I think Circle, the entry was at the bottom of the range, to be honest, at 179. But Circle, I'm waiting for this little gap fill. I don't know when it's gonna come, but I have a alert there, so I'm not gonna even watch this one. What else? Uber, Nike, CRM. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla still needs to break strongly these 320 resistance. Like, still needs to break, I will say 321, 322. That's yesterday high and Monday high. Yeah, it needs to break that resistance and hold it as support. Google. Look at that beautiful Google pullback. That was perfect. Yeah, I think Google is gonna go to 188, 187, 188. Maybe next week. Let's see what else. Oh, Hood. Let's see Hood, what Hood is doing now. Okay, so Hood, it's giving you a pullback to morning high and the VWAP. That's your entry if you want to play Hood. That's your entry. Look at this. Morning high, and you have the VWAP right there also. If you want to play Hood, that's your entry today. call it out 15 minutes ago. I call it out like 1 hour ago. It doesn't matter. What matters is to taking the trade. um, Nvidia, watch out the VWAP. If can hold the VWAP, most likely it's gonna bounce. Let's see AMD. Yeah, look at AMD. AMD looks like it wants to go, but I'm not gonna long something with a big gap below. It just go against my trading rules. SMH, let's see. I like this SMH pullback. Oh yeah, I like this SMH pullback. Look at kept holding this 285. It's trying to hold the VWAP. The SMH chart is a little bit choppy. It's kind of weird, but this 285 hold, it looks pretty good. I'm not taking it because I just don't like how it moves. I don't like these daily candlesticks. Oklo, let's see. Oklo, for me, the trade that I had is done. So for now, you need to wait for 64 to break. Like you need to wait for if 64 act as support, that's your entry. Look at how strong we rejected 64 in the past. You have it here, here, here. We rejected it today, so I'm not entering here, guys. Maybe you can have a pullback to the VWAP and then bounces again and then retest 64. But for me, here we are entering right at resistance. So the trade was either you enter at 52 or you enter at yesterday's low or today's low. Not here. At least that's not how I trade. Something happened. Looks like the Apple head and shoulder is gonna play out. Damn. Oh my god. What's going on? Yike. Yike. IWM alert. I got an IWM alert. Where is IWM? Okay, so IWM 219, 218. Big level for IWM. If IWM loses 218, is dead time. Yeah, Apple definitely looks like it wants to go to 208 again. Ugly summer trading, yes. And I think I've been very spot on just keep like trading. Most of my swing trading lately, it's been like small caps or not the big ones. Other than Apple, I traded Apple, but mostly my trades, I've been having really good swing trades with not stocks that are at all-time high. Damn. Like we all knew that we need, like, we obviously we don't want to see this type of candlestick because it is extremely ugly and difficult and stressful trading with news. That's why I haven't been touching much futures. Um, but we all know we need pullbacks. Like everything keeps making new all-time high without pullbacks. And I want to see Palantir and Hood going down. Just because I'm selfish and I want to buy more shares. Because I'm using the money that I'm making with my swing trades for to buy more Palantir Hood shares. Yeah, it's part of trading. Like it's part of trading. I'm watching 554. If I see 554 on the queue, I might take a quick scalp there. We'll see. IWM 218. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's see. Mm-mm. Nah, nah. Bye. I'm done. Mm-mm-mm. Amazon broke 224. Nvidia is holding pretty good. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Very clear day trading today. Yes. Okay, red with futures. That was stupid. Green with Ooh, I like this 554 hold. Let's see if it's really gonna hold here. No hold. No, I'm not doing anything. It's not holding 554, so I'm not on anything. I'm done for today, guys. This Q on Spire, too choppy. I'm still holding Amazon. Because I don't like getting out of trade just by news. I want to wait if Amazon is gonna close the daily candle holding 224 or if we're gonna reject here. And bull, is bull breaking my stop loss? Bull didn't even move. What are you even asking that? Oh my god. Again, if you enter a trade, you cannot get out of the trade if it's not even breaking your stop loss. So what's the reason to enter a trade if you're not even gonna respect the stop loss? Bull didn't even move. Barely move. Am I gonna add more Apple? No. Maybe if it goes to 208, I can play Apple 208 bounce again. We'll see. Yeah, definitely 208, 207.50 keeps holding on Apple. That's been pretty easy trades the past 2 weeks. Let's see if Amazon can hold 224. That's what I'm looking for right now. Why I'm not considering swing puts on AMD? Because an AMD is a very strong, it's been very strong the past few weeks, and we're in a very bullish market, so I prefer to just not do anything and wait for the gap to get filled, and then I play a bounce. It definitely is gonna fill the gap. I don't know when. You can play the gap on AMD, waiting for a break and retest to the downside at yesterday's low. Same thing with Nvidia. I'm not gonna play it, but you guys can do it if you like it. Ugly day, definitely. Very ugly day. Apple rejecting morning low. That's the 210 level. That's the neck of the head and shoulder. AMD holding yesterday's low. I'm happy that I took all my profits on the small account challenge on Apple yesterday. That was the right move. Also, I had weekly, so when you have weeklies, you gotta be smart with when you have like strong bounces or move in your favor. Bathroom break, I'll be back. Okay. Um, I think I'm gonna have to cut Amazon. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Got out of that one. Looked pretty good until Trump. Apple definitely looks like it wants to go back to 208. AMD looks like it wants to fill the gap. Should we play that gap on AMD or Nvidia? Hmm. Both. I like more AMD. AMD gap. But I'm happy with my day. You know why, guys? Because one, I've been very patient today. Two, the Amazon play, even though it didn't work out, I still would will take that play. Again, I think it was a very good setup. Three, I'm very happy that I didn't went long on AMD because I told you guys that going long on a stock that it has a big gap below, it goes against my trading rules. So I'm happy that I stick to my rules. So I'm happy with that. AMD gap until where? Until the gap is filled. So I'm happy with my day. Pretty happy. I'm green today because of all close win. And so far I'm having a really good week. Thanks to Apple, even though Apple is moving lower today, but I'm having a really good week. I kill it with Oklo, with Apple swings the past few days. SMCI was a killer also. Let's see how AMD contracts are moving. Okay, I'm on AMD puts. My stop loss is 154 is gonna act as support. I'm on next week's 152.5 for science. I'm gonna do it for science. And that's it. That's my last trade of the day. I like that reaction. I'm not going big on this trade, but I like it. Am I still holding Amazon? No. You guys don't wait for me. You knew the plan? What was the plan? You need to take profit if it the PT, you need to get out of the trade if it is breaking the stop loss. You cannot wait for me to tell you when to get out. And I said when I was cutting Amazon also. What a mess. What a mess. So for AMD, I want to see here. I want to see this level acting as resistance. Yeah. This level acting as resistance. As long as this level keeps acting as resistance, I'm gonna hold my puts and I'm looking for this gap here. Could even bounce to the VWAP, maybe. Nvidia is still not inside the gap. It's holding yesterday's low. It's around 169. QQQ short 554. I'm not touching Q or SPY. It's too messy. Extremely messy. If Amazon goes back above 224 and hold, I'm gonna be so mad. So on the Q, definitely looks like the 252 level is a very important support level. Look at those wicks. Very strong bounces out of the 252 level. Why are you still on Oklo? Oklo 64 was the resistance. And that was perfect. Just tap 64 and you're just rejected there. Like no reason to enter Oklo at resistance. Or not take profits there. Okay, MD, it's bouncing. What I'm gonna do, because I have a very small position on AMD, I'm gonna give it room till the VWAP. If breaks the VWAP, I'm getting out of that one. If I see VWAP rejection, I might add more. But again, this is not like a regular trade for me. I did it just for science, so it's not a big, I don't have a big position there. When I say just for science, it's a YOLO, pretty much. Okay, guys, I'm done for today. Like, ugly day, very choppy, but I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm pretty happy that on a ugly, choppy day, I'm not red. Like, when it's like trading choppy sideways day with news is extremely difficult. Most of the time, all of us are red if we trade these days. So we need to be able to say, okay, this is not a day that is gonna provide me with a plus setup, so I should just not be trading this. I think it's extremely important to understand when the market is providing with good setups, and when it's time to pull the trigger and trade, and when it's time to say, okay, this is not a day to trade. So yeah, I'm happy with that because I didn't do anything crazy and I was pretty patient. And I hope you guys were patient too. Yeah, it's pretty choppy. So I'm done, guys. I'll see you next Wednesday. I hope today was a good day for you guys too, or at least you guys learned something or enjoy your day trading with me. I'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Oh, and remember to like the video. Thank you. Bye.